another episode of the Design and Style podcast. We are a podcast for designers, by designers. I am one of your co-hosts, Dixie Willard Design. And with me, as always, is beautiful, effervescent
Rachel with Rachel Moriarty Interiors.
And we wanted to say that the Design and Style podcast is brought to you by the Visibility Lab. The Visibility Lab is the only membership group that focuses on the latest strategies and tools to help you get more visible while showcasing your specific brilliance. We've got weekly online office hours with both of us, monthly topics, in-depth worksheets, and exclusive monthly trainings. I'm so excited.
Squee! I wish my voice wasn't so hoarse from the Design Bloggers Conference.
No.
I want to squee so bad. Maybe it's better for the listeners that I don't.
Squee! Kind of soft. Hopefully I didn't just pierce your ears.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys, you're like, finally. Dixie and I are really, really bad at keeping secrets.
Horrible.
We love to, something happens, we love to hop on live and share it.
Mm-hmm.
Something exciting in our lives, we love to share it. We learn something, we share it. I mean, that's just how we are. That's just how we're exactly the same. And we have had this little collaboration happening behind the scenes, and it has been top secret under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And Dixie and I just don't do well like that, you know? But obviously we can keep secrets.
When we have to, we can.
Big secrets, right? So today we are making a big announcement. We made the announcement on Facebook Live today about our collaboration with the Design Network.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to record with Jason. He's going to share with you everything that this it's an e-design. I'll just say it because we're getting ready.
It's already out.
It's already out. We already talked about it. I know I'm like trained myself now to hold back. It's really a win-win-win-win-win, right? It's a win for them. They're the largest furniture company in the world. They have this e-commerce site that they built. It's a win for us designers because we can set our own pricing, we can make money, we can earn proper commission through them. Yes. And it's a win for the consumer because of their, delivery systems and back end and all of their service, everything. So we're excited to hop in. We will talk to you on the other side of the podcast.
Jason Harris is the founder of the Design Network, a digital platform that combines a vibrant community of independent interior designers and a best-in-class home furnishings e-commerce shop, along with inspirational and informative video content all about home design. The content, commerce, and expert design community combine to create an easier way for consumers to design and furnish their homes where they can get inspired, connect with a designer to plan their space, and then seamlessly purchase the best brand name furnishings at the lowest prices. Launching soon is TDN eDesign, the world's first 360-degree e-design platform where the entire experience, from planning through delivery, is managed and handled all in one platform. TDN is powered by the largest furniture emporium in the world, Furnitureland South, located in High Point, North Carolina, and owned by Jason and his brother Jeff Harris. A graduate of UNC Chapel Hill, Harris lectures to professional groups and college students across the country on business development, entrepreneurship, and technology application. Jason and his wife Jenny have 5 kids ages 7 to 19, and he enjoys family time as well as golf, running, and traveling.
Let's talk about e-design on TDN.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited to be on your podcast for the second time.
Yes.
And we got a lot to talk about, right?
Oh my gosh. We've been waiting for this day for forever because Dixie and I are not good at keeping secrets. So
No, I'm the worst. I'm the worst at keeping secrets. But, I'm excited because we're sort of officially announcing today, really through your podcast, that we are launching a really amazing new feature on the Design Network called e-design. And I think we've taken a really unique approach to e-design. I think it sort of ties together everything that we've been building over the last several years. And it really sort of formalizes this tagline that we have that's an easier way to design your home. We're really going to be the world's first comprehensive platform. It's a 360-degree e-design platform where consumers can come to the platform, get inspired, connect with an interior designer, and shop and purchase the products all the way through delivery. So it's planning all the way through delivery. And so we've taken our time with sort of getting to this point where we can kind of tie all these things together. It's been quite a journey, and we really wanted to make sure that we put the interior design community at the core of this thing. And so I've worked with you guys, you two, along with some others in designing e-design, because it's got to be a good solution for your business. And so there's a lot of flexibility that's built into this. Designers can design their own experience, their own packages, their own pricing on the platform. And we're developing, haven't completed it yet, but some amazing collaboration tools just to make it an easy, seamless process.
I love that. I mean, you already know how much we love it, but
I know,
it's so
and
exciting for us.
All of our followers know what a TDN fan we already were. We still get comments. We do visibility stories with our community members, and they still talk about how the experience of getting on your platform has changed, and sharing that out in social media has kind of made them feel a little bit like legit, So we love that you've added this other layer where they can actually get on. For anybody who's listening who hasn't finished up your profile, this is the time to get on and fill that thing out. Because it's going to be all about what your profile looks like. He's going to be providing the leads to these projects, and you're going to be able to do mood boards and communication, and it's going to be amazing. The whole process is amazing.
Well, with your help, obviously, I think we've really sort of charted out the roadmap that sort of happens when someone's designing a space or collaborating to design a space. And so there's a lot of tools that you need to be able to effectively do that. So, we have built these tools or integrated third-party tools into the platform so that it's just a simple process and it makes sense for everybody. Of course, if you're a designer on TDN, you don't have to be an e-designer. That's an option for when you onboard into the platform. You can, if you just want exposure to clients that are searching in their area for designers, you can just select that option. But if you want to be an e-designer, you'll click that option and go through and actually set up your own packages, your own pricing as a model there, and what style. So the first step is that the consumer can come on and take a style quiz, and then we're going to serve up designers that we feel like actually sort of are proficient or experienced because they've told us they are in those different styles. And so they select a package, and we're off to the races. We gather lots of information on the platform from that from the consumer, and really with your advice, we've got a pretty good system, I think, for getting the information, the room measurements, pictures of the room at the right kind of angles, and all of that information is sort of ingested and easily uploaded right to our system. And it's all there, it's all accessible at any time. We've got an awesome mood board creator now. We have all the products sort of, integrated into the platform, so it's easy to select and manipulate and work with the products. And we also have the 3D room planner. So it's all sort of integrated into it. Sherwin-Williams paint colors are there, the mood boards, the product lists. It's all sort of comprehensive, and we thought about the revision process. We've sort of baked it all the way out, and so not only does the designer receive the design fees, they also earn commission, like 8%. We've really bumped this number up for them to earn commission on the sale of the product. So there's a real business opportunity for designers as they take advantage of the fee that we're charging. TDN takes a percentage of that fee, to run the platform and develop the software and do the support. But the designer makes the lion's share of that revenue coming in from the e-design, and they also set their own pricing. So, we're going to have sort of some, constraints there, or guidelines. Generally, it can't get too low.
Yeah.
But there's tons of cool features that we've built into this. I'm super excited about it.
So one of the questions that we've heard recently is people are starting to be a little bit concerned about some of the boilerplate language and some of the platforms that are out there that says that the platform can use the images, because part of having a TDN profile, you can upload professional photos, you can upload videos that you've done, and some of the contracts terms of service out there, in fact, most of them, because it's boilerplate language, say that the platform gets to use the images. Can you clarify for everybody what TDN's policy is on that?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty standard language in terms of sub-licensing or licensing the use of your images, your media, as you upload that onto the platform. And so ours is really pretty simple. We have the right and the license to use those images within the context of our platform. It's not that we can go out and sell those images or use them in another way outside of TDN, but it's within the TDN services and the TDN owned platforms that we're able to license those images. That's pretty simple and clear. And the other part of that is, we only have the license as long as you have the images on our platform, images or videos on our platform. As soon as you remove those, we no longer have that license and are not able to use those in the context of our platform. So pretty simple stuff.
Well, and really the basic language is there because you can't show other people the images on the platform unless you have permission.
Exactly.
From the
person
to have who that. Uploaded them to share them. So that's the reasoning behind that for anybody who doesn't know that.
So we are so excited to share. We have somebody in our group that does an amazing uses your 3D rendering software in such an amazing way. And we're going to be sharing with our community how she does that. So we're super excited to show that, because I don't know, we see questions all the time designers asking about this 3D software, and it can be very pricey to use to purchase it, right? So that is great to get on there and use it for that as well. What was I going to say? I was just going to say that I love how robust. I mean, you went through, between packaging your own pricing, the Style Quiz, Mood Boards products, 3D room planner, Sherwin-Williams paint. I mean, it's so robust. And one of the things when we did our profile challenge that a lot of people were asking about was this commission part versus affiliate sales.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so this is so much bigger than what we were talking about before. So that's what is so exciting for me, because this has been something that we have been getting questions on. So
sure. And I think we're hoping that a big part of the reason this will be successful is because we're a merchant first. We're a 50-year-old retail furniture business. My brother and I own Furnitureland South, and that's really the company that powers all of this. Furnitureland is, the world's largest furniture store. It's the biggest furniture store in the world and the furniture capital of the world. We have cultivated relationships with consumers and vendors for over almost 50 years now. It'll be 50 years next year. So we have a great business. We do nationwide logistics. We have an amazing distribution center. We sell $170 million worth of furniture a year, and it's such a nuanced business. And so that's really kind of what fuels this whole platform, is just having these products, these vendor relationships at the kind of the mid to high end, and all the experience we have with the logistics of the final delivery. And what we're finding with every single one of these e-design platforms is it gets to a point where there's a complete disconnect as it when you get down through the design process, and then it's time to purchase the products, it's all affiliate stuff. It's completely out of control. It just goes to other places. And we're not saying with our e-design, like the consumer has to buy every only products from our platform. Designers can recommend other products from other platforms. We want to make it as easy as possible to leverage the awesome products that we have. And by the way, that is a huge project in and of itself for us, is to take all these tens of thousands of products and variants and options and try to get that into the system. We're investing in huge product information management software to better enable that. We're tasking our vendors with helping to supply this information. There is no standard in our industry for all this, the product data, the product images, and we're fortifying this product information from our vendors with appropriate product copy. A lot of the vendors aren't set up to write the kind of copy. We actually asked one of our vendors to provide copy for us, and they said, yeah, we have a copy machine. So it is, there's a little bit, sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect, and these vendors are it's a very entrepreneurial business. There's small vendors, there's big vendors, there's vendors that are very technologically oriented, there's big vendors that aren't very technologically advanced. But we're doing our best to onboard this data, to index this information, to connect in with the vendors in terms of real-time stock availability and legitimate delivery times and all the information. We're also fortifying this data with the appropriate copy where we need to, and also videos. We're doing product videos, things like that we're adding to help consumers and designers really understand more about these amazing products.
Can we talk real quick about the number of vendors that you have? Because there are
other
people out there, but it's very limited.
Yeah, I mean, we represent about 1,000 different brands. We don't just add brands to add brands. We only add brands that our merchandising team completely vets. And there's a long line of vendors that want to get into this system, but we really take our time to make sure that they meet the criteria that we have for being a vendor partner of ours. And that's a pretty strenuous process. And it's not just when you're in. We actually go as we conduct business with this vendor, we provide quarterly vendor scorecards to them that measures everything from returns to quality issues and service and all sorts of things that really kind of keeps them on their toes, and it keeps us on our toes as well. So it's the vendors that we are putting forth into our e-commerce platform, but they're all vendors that we have great relationships with, that we actually represent their products in our massive store as well.
Well, I was just taking in what you said, and you have so many categories, Jason. This is the thing that's so different about yours, is you don't just have upholstery, or something like that. You really can pull a full project together with everything. I know I do mood boards for my blogs all the time. I just took a trip to Tulum, and I found matching products to blend with, the items that I saw in Tulum. So I know for a fact, by going in and using your e-commerce platform, that you have the products that are there to provide a pretty comprehensive project, right?
We do. There's a couple categories that we don't get into, but and we're not as far as I want to be right now with having all these products online. We have just a small amount of the products currently online. At the end of this year, we hope to, have 50 times more than we have right now. We're doing that the right way through this PIM software, but yeah, we have all sorts of categories, primarily home furnishings, accessories and rugs, and lighting. Lighting's kind of in that accessory category, but that's probably, and we started at sort of a middle quality and go to the super high end. And but it's pretty much soup to nuts in terms of decorating your home.
And I love, I think what people don't understand, Dixie and I got to see your whole delivery where you take care of product issues for us, where if we were just doing it on our own, once that's delivered, that somehow has to be, is going to somehow flow through back to us. So I just love the whole idea that we know that we can give professional deliverables, great brands, great service, and then we have back end help as
Right.
well. So.
Well, absolutely. That's probably the biggest differentiator in our business is the logistics that we have. We have a massive distribution center that we developed probably.
Massive doesn't even.
Yeah.
No, it is amazing.
Yeah.
Go in there and look at it.
We learned the hard way of how it needs to work. And how you need to receive products, how you need to store products, how you need to pad wrap and inspect those products before they get loaded on the truck, having the right type of equipment, the right type of drivers that are going into these clients' homes, and then having the right kind of processes and procedures when there's a problem. There's almost always a problem.
Oh yeah.
Just know that this is a problem oriented. My dad used to say, the home furnishings industry is a problem oriented industry. And
Right.
I've always used that ever since I heard him say it.
Yeah.
It's not, is there going to be a problem? It's how can you resolve the problem and how can you do it efficiently, quickly, and provide the best service? And, so I think through this hyperflow system and having control over this nationwide, we're able to our returns are less than 1%, which is unheard of in our industry. Yeah. That last mile is where people really struggle in our industry. And that's something that we've just put a stake in the ground and said, that's the last time we touch our clients, our designers. We need to make sure that it's the best. And we want people to have a great experience and enjoy their purchases. Home furnishings, this is a major investment for people, and you got your house, and this is probably like number 2 in terms of lifetime, even more so than maybe your cars, in terms of, the amount of money that you spend. And so it's a big investment for people, and people want to enjoy it and have and be proud of their environment and invite their friends over and entertain and live comfortably and fashionably, And so
Yes.
we've got the types of furnishings and brands that I've never seen better than what's available right now. And really this whole network is about celebrating that and exposing that and trying to make it accessible to people. I really believe that great design is a huge part of that. And that's why we've created the whole design network. It really combines content, e-commerce, and this community of independent interior designers, leveraging the amazing logistics and things we have at retail with our business, but serving it up in a way where you can actually access this and make it personalized and make it happen in your home the easiest possible way.
And that we're always all about visibility. And that's one of the things I think, well, I love everything about TDN, but that's one of the things that I especially love is because not only is it a functional thing for designers, you have the ability for them to upload videos and photos, and consumers can find them. They can do the design. Consumers are finding them instead of them having to put all of their resources into going out and doing this and that and the other. They can pull it together in one consolidated space and really make a huge difference, and then use everything that they've done at TDN and share that out.
It's so, that was sort of the epiphany that I had when I started this platform 5 years ago, is like somehow, all the things that I'm exposed to every day with great design and great products and awesome craftsmanship, it's not out there for the general public. People don't really have much of a window into this amazing world of fashion when it comes to home furnishings and design and interiors. There's been a very important piece of the puzzle left out, in my opinion, and that is the consumer. It's like we do so much talking amongst ourselves in this industry that a lot of times it doesn't leak out, and we don't present it in the best way for consumers to understand it or to place value in it. And the Design Network is really is our solution to that, because we started this sort of as content first and producing great videos, and there's so many talented, colorful people in our industry, designers that are so experienced, and they're so interesting, and they have so much to talk about, and it's limitless the things we can talk about when it comes to this dynamic personal space of your home. And so the Design Network really makes it just more accessible to people. We're excited because not only are we doing e-design and e-commerce and all that on the platform, but we're also producing some really cool content. We look at content in three buckets. Designers have the ability to upload their own video content on the platform. But we're also producing in a very premium way what we're calling snackable content, which is really for just little tips and ideas that we're pushing out on social media. And then we have our third type of content, and that is our highly produced television entertainment type content, similar to HGTV but much more design focused. And so we've got a significant presence now on Apple TV and on Roku. We're on YouTube as well. Our biggest audience is on Roku, but people are able to access our video content on those platforms, and it just sort of inspires them and gives sort of helps us to brand the Design Network and all the features that are there, and it's driving sort of people into that funnel to say, wow, not only am I getting inspired and see these wonderful interiors and learn all these great tips from the pros, but I'm also able to get into this platform and make this happen for myself in my home at a value.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, High Point is going to be amazing. Right? This is where the big launch is. We're going to start we're doing a social media takeover for you guys.
Awesome.
I'm so excited about that.
Perfect.
I really am. And it all starts at Furnitureland South.
And you have a new gallery that you're going to be.
We do.
Are you celebrating the new gallery at High Point?
Yes. My brother is my brother and I own the Design Network and Furnitureland South together. Right. My parents started Furnitureland South in the late 60s. And as things, they've both passed away over the last few years, my brother and I have just a real passion for our business. And we're going as hard as we can go at sort of our own things, but still sort of connected at the hip. Yeah. And so it's exciting to see some of the things that my brother Jeff is spearheading and doing, and we need each other doing what we're doing. And so, but one of his big initiatives is launching a whole new contract furniture division for Furnitureland South. Designers that are part of the Design Network have exclusive, opportunities and benefits. But we're launching this market also, in addition to e-design on TDN. We're launching a brand new presentation of contract furnishings. It's actually right outside of my office here in our corporate building. So it's sort of a destination. It's about 50,000 square feet of a showroom that's just brand new, fresh. We have new lines of commercial, and we're sort of we're doing this in the vein of this. And I don't know if you guys have heard this, I'm sure you have, of residential, where, where commercial furniture typically has got very hard lines, and, where a lot of companies are wanting to soften that up a little bit with rugs and accessories and soft seating in certain areas. We have all the brands and the lines to sort of mix in with the commercial furnishings to make it, awesome workspaces. And the way that the gallery is laid out, I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's laid out by sort of function or type of business that you have. So you have a variety of different types of work environments and workspaces that you can sort of get immersed into that style. And it's really a cool presentation. We've hired some awesome people to come in that have tons of experience in the commercial industry. It's a little bit new for us. I know there's lots of nuances, but the reason we're doing it is we have so many clients that come here, and they also are professional business people. They own their own businesses, their own office buildings. And so they ask us, hey, look, we're buying for our home, but man, I've got this this building that I need to furnish too. And so it's sort of a natural extension of that. And there's also no good place to go and see the latest and greatest with commercial. Where do you go see it?
Right.
So we're excited about that. It's new. I'm sure we'll have some growing pains with it, but we're going to launch that at Market. We're going to have a special event here Friday the 13th of Market, and I hope it's just for designers and trade to come to this sort of unveiling, but I'm excited to see you guys here for that too.
That's where we're starting our social media takeover.
Yes.
With Flat Dixie. I love the term resumercial, by the way. I'm going to
adopt
that. So we're excited. We're going to be announcing more and more. We have things we're still working on it, connected to this. So we will be making announcements. I think we're going to be moderating a panel while we're there on one day. So we'll be putting all of this out in detail once we get everything worked out. But we are just so grateful, Jason, that we have this opportunity to do this with you.
I'm equally as thrilled. And, if we kind of trace this back to how our relationship started, it was because you joined the Design Network, and I saw your awesome, beautiful profile up there with some great projects. And so I went to your website, Rachel, and I saw what you were doing with eDesign, and I was like, that's on our roadmap, and so I just loved your approach to it there, and that's kind of what got our whole dialogue going. We've come a long way since then, but I wanted to tap into your experience, your knowledge of this and how it works and flows, and I think because of that, we've designed a pretty special platform. It is something that I think will continue to evolve, and part of this process is going to be really getting your Facebook group, which I think you guys have just one amazing group of people. You know what I love about what I love about this Design and Style Facebook group is just how positive everybody is. There's some other ones that take a very negative approach, that I just don't think is really good for anybody. And so, I love the positive approach and the can-do and the visibility aspects of what you guys are doing. That's the kind of thing we want to associate with, is positive people that like to have a good time and do business. I mean, this is life, right? So let's have fun with it.
Check. And we do want to let people know too that not only do I have experience with eDesign, but Dixie also has worked for a company or a conglomerate of companies on staff as an eDesigner as well. So we both have, even though we came at it again at different ways, as Dixie and I always do.
Always.
So that's no surprise there that we both have a wealth of experience doing eDesign.
Right.
So you guys wireframed it, and we're helping you make the process, easy for the designers to use, and the consumers as well.
Yep. At the end of the day, it's going to provide visibility and hopefully some awesome new business opportunities and revenue streams. So it's going to be fun to see kind of how it evolves and takes off. Just super stoked and excited about it. There's a lot of great. Yeah, there's so many little great features that are part of this that I think you don't really have to go off platform to go and create the room plan or the mood board and then import that in. It's all that technology is sort of baked in right there, and we've really, with your help, thought about every step of the process, and so I'm excited.
I think people are going to be surprised when they see how robust it is. Yeah. When you say your Design Network is 360, it really is. It's got everything. So we are so excited too. Go ahead, Dixie.
I was going to say we've got a webinar that's coming out sometime in relation to this podcast.
Coming out recently.
Sometime in the future, not in the past. You never know when you're podcasting and when it's gonna.
So we have a webinar that we're doing that involves the TD Room Styler and how to not only create the room in the Room Styler, but how to incorporate the vision into a video that can then be uploaded onto
the TDN site.
So we're so excited about that. You have made things so easy for designers, and we just love that.
Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I think the opportunity there is just not only making it easy for designers, but also making it easy for consumers to collaborate with designers. And that's the hard thing for people. Like, they walk into their home and they look at their space in their living room and they're like, I don't like this. I want it to look like, this amazing magazine cover that I look through. My space does not look like that. How can I make it happen? And that process from how do I make my space look like a magazine to making it look like a magazine is really, really hard for people, because people don't do it. I mean, I'm a huge believer in the professional interior designer being a big part of that. And we can make that affordable. We can make that efficient. And then the other part of it is having the right kind of products and to make it happen. We've got those at our fingertips. And so I think we've got the right elements in play. And, so with your help, we can get there.
Yep, we're doing it. Okay, I think that's the perfect place to end it. Yeah. And everybody, we're hoping to see everybody at Spring Market. If not, just follow us. We're going to be having fun, and we're going to have this girl with us, of course. We're going to have Flat Dixie with us.
And 3D Dixie, just in case.
Dixie, yes. And we may get a blue wig for Jason. We don't know yet.
I'm in. I had the Joseph beard this week.
And the beanie.
Yeah.
That was so perfect.
All right, you guys. Bye.
I told you it was going to be great. You knew we were squeeing for a reason.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's got so much in it. Of course, there's a lot in it for the consumer, but there's so much in it for the designers. All of the visibility, they bring the clients to you. Mm-hmm. So if you're just getting started, it's amazing. Great. If you're not just getting started and you've been a while, it's great for them. It's just.
I still meet designers that don't know the process of e-design, and that's why they collaborated with us to go through that process. You with you've worked for Williams Sonoma brands. I've done a lot of, ton of e-designs, how I got my start in the design industry. And so between all of that, we have really worked on processes. We've worked really tightly with their team, and they've just been so open to our input. And I'm looking forward to launching this beta group and Dixie and I are going to get in there and start trying to break things. And,
I'm good at that. So it's not going to be hard.
I like getting in and trying to break stuff.
It's going to be so awesome.
I know. We just love Jason. So we are so excited, and we hope you guys are too. Stay tuned. There's going to be more and tons of visibility in person in High Point, also online. We're doing a social media takeover. So stay tuned. There's more to come. Bye.
This podcast was made possible in part through the support of our preferred partners, like the Design Network. The Design Network offers one of the most powerful to-the-trade e-commerce programs in the furniture industry, combining the top brands in furniture, the best prices, and unparalleled logistics all in one place. Go to www.thedesignnetwork.com to join the Design Network's Trade Direct program, create your designer profile, connect with new clients, and start shopping today.